can ay mama, ay mama can ay mama, güzellikke vay mama, güzellikke.
Oh. I look at the moon, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet. Conclusion, the prophet is more white than the moon. What a racist cult. I mean, look how they try to praise their prophet, even about his skin color. I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon. And the guy is crying. He is so much emotional. For sure you have to be emotional, because you look at the prophet, you look at the moon, you look at the prophet, you look at the moon, you look at the prophet, you look at the moon, and you will not be emotional. Are you crazy? How the messenger of Allah, he looked like. Here we go. I will show you how messenger of Allah look like, brother. And I will make you cry. All of you will become so emotional. Extremely emotional. Well done. Let us see how many of you. Is your tissue is ready? Please get ready your tissue. Because now we will tell you how the prophet looked like.
It was the full moon night. And I looked at the moon, and in the desert, understand, the moon is an awesome sight. It is smooth, it is radiant, it is clear, it is gentle compared to the scorching sun at which they are used to. So the moon was the epitome of beauty. So he says, I came out at a full moon night and I looked at the moon and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I separated.
Hold on.
In some.
What I did, I hit by mistake what I did, man. I destroyed the moment of motion now. Come on, what I did. Sorry guys, I apologize. I know many of you are crying right now. You are full of emotion now. And look, the guy, look at him. The tears is almost coming out. It's an act, by the way, because the more you act, the more donation you will receive. Look at the moon. This guy, he loved the prophet. Donate for him. Come on. Money is the honey. Okay, tell us what happened.
I looked at the moon, and in the desert, understand, the moon is an awesome sight. It is smooth. It is radiant, it is clear, it is gentle compared to the scorching sun at which they are used to. So the moon was the epitome of beauty. So he says, I came out at a full moon night and I looked at the moon and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I said, let me go see if the moon is more handsome or my prophet is more handsome.
Let me go and see who is more handsome. Hold on. We have, in one hand, we have the moon. In the other hand, we have the prophet. It's a beauty queen night. Who is going to win, you think? I'm serious. Who you think is going to win such a competition? Who is more pretty? You infidel kuffar. Do you know how sexy, and you know it, the prophet is? He is more sexy than the moon. Continue, Abdul.
Let me see if that is more beautiful or the prophet is more beautiful. So I went and...
Objection. You idiot. How even you think about it? For sure the prophet. Do we even need to compare? I mean, this is an insult to the prophet. Shouldn't we know that he is more beautiful? Are you insulting prophet of Allah? Why we should even compare between the two beautiful? I mean, the moon is beautiful. But the prophet, my friend, this is the prophet. How even we compare? Shame on you. I'm so disappointed.
And I saw him standing afar. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and.
Any one of you have a parrot? If you have a parrot, let him watch this, he will learn it. And he will move his head like, woo, 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 woo. I look at the moon, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet. And oh, he said to you, oh, like he is in pain because Muhammad is so sexy. Come on.
And I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and he said, Wallahi, he was more handsome than the moon in its entirety. That is just the look of your Rasul.
I hope nobody will share this video with the gay club. Muhammad will be in trouble. Maybe he will like it. I'm not sure. What the heck is that? What? I look at the moon. I look at the prophet. I look at the moon. I look at the prophet. You see Muhammad? So sexy. Oh, my brother. You will cry, brother, if you see how sexy he is. This is how your prophet looked like. And then they start talking, if you go from the beginning, his eyelashes, how sexy they are. How his belly bump.
The white was excessively white. وَفِي أَشْفَارِهِ وَطْفٌ, and his eyelashes were long.
Not like those girls these days, they put fake eyelashes. Go and date Prophet Muhammad. He have real eyelashes. I'm truly sick of those women having fake eyelashes. Finally we found the Prophet who have true eyelashes. They are very long. Actually, I remember once that the Prophet, he moved his eyelashes and the Quran pages, they flip because he make a lot of wind with them. Do you see how long his eyelash is? This is supposedly a religious meeting. But isn't it the hadith says that the most handsome person in Quraysh is Dahya al-Kalbi, your donkey? So where was your prophet then? Isn't it the hadith says that the most handsome person of Quraysh was a guy, his name is Dahya al-Kalbi, and the angel Jibreel, he come in his look? So we should change it, man. We should make it, I look at Dahya, I look at the moon. I look at Dahya, I look at the moon. I look at Dahya, I look at the moon. What a stupid religion, man. You will not find anyone speaking about their prophet like those Muhammad. And they worship him. Literally, they worship him. They worship his testicles. They have stories about how amazing his testicles. I mean, they have you ever heard people write stories like this about their prophet? His belly bump. I mean, why we should care for his belly bump? What the heck? I'm not sure how many of you now decide to convert to Islam or not, but based on this, many women now, they will not marry no more. All women, they want to marry Prophet Muhammad, who have long ashes, light ashes. By the way, Muhammad, obviously, he was very ugly. Whatever they tried to say about him, if you remember the story of a woman, Muhammad, he wanted to have sex with her. She said to him, وَكَيْفَ تَهِبُ الْمَلِكَ نَفْسَهَا لِلسُّوقَ. How a queen like me, she gave herself to a low trash person like you. And this is written in their books. And this is why one of his wives, actually, she ran away from him with a Christian guy.